everybody. It's time to upvote. Woo! Look, I can even do it. Watch. There. It was that easy. All I needed to do is to upvote. That's all you need to do. It doesn't even take a wiggle of your finger or even just a wiggle of one of my teeth here to upvote. Just do it.
I did go into a ladyboy bar once because I just wanted to see what it was like. Cost about 2,000 baht. There was nothing nasty or vicious. Quite well mannered. A chance to feel the breasts. Wanted to see what it was like.
Hello. Hello. Testing. How are you doing? Welcome to the Archieverse. Welcome to the Archie and Lux live stream show, Fun in the Archieverse, episode 021125. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a great weekend. It's Sunday, the 2nd of November, 2025. The link is in the chat if anyone wants to jump on board. The link is there, streamyard.com/4B8MMYIDFA. So how's everyone doing? We got 30 people in the house. We got one, you see it, in the first position. Panerai, unfortunately, you wasn't first, you were second. Actually second by far. You was 44 minutes later than when you see it. So unfortunately, you are second. Third is Scratchy saying, "Good evening, Lux. Have a great show." Thank you, Scratchy. Hey, Easy Company's in the house. Long time no speak and see of the Easy Company. Can we get number ones in the chat for the Maggot Army? Ones in the chat for the Maggot leader. Ones in the chat. Dubs is in the house. Diamond Dubsy. Jazzy Jax don't know whether he's Arthur or Martha. Have a great show, Lux. I will come on. No worries. The link's in the chat. If you wish to jump on. We getting twos. Scratchy's got a 2 in the chat. JD Gonzru, 1's in the chat. Hey Arch, how you doing?
Hey, Luxy Poo, how are you?
I'm okay. It sounds like Diamond Dubs is not very happy with Jax.
Oh, what's happened now?
I don't know. I haven't been watching that shit. But Diamond Dubsy, he says he's going to jump on, so maybe he can give us the update.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Says Nikki the child cannot take critical comments. Sick children, Jackson, Nikki. Concrete milkshake, they cannot drink. Wouldn't like to be on the front lines with either of them. Plastic is off his rocker. Well, tell me something that we don't know, Dubsy. I think we all know plastic is off his rocker. The one thing that kind of I kind of find funny, right, Arch, in this space. Some of the people that you think would be successful, right? You think, Plastic is a grown man. I don't know how old he is. Probably about 60, 55, 60, something like that.
Yeah, 55, my age.
And he acts like he's a hot shot. Shows off all of his Rolexes, shows off his swimming pool.
It really made me not want one. I didn't really want a Rolex because of Plastic. Can I say that to you? I just hated the brand because he's just such a... I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing well, and I'm not an envious type of person, but he's just so toxic.
Yeah.
So toxic.
So that's the thing that I don't understand. So he shows off wealth, and you think, okay, he's trying to act like he's made it in life. But if you've made it in life, would you be on fucking streams bullying people and making up fake fucking nonsense and being a fucking toxic cunt 24 hours a day. I don't get it. I mean, real people that really have made it are not sitting on YouTube bullying people and being toxic, right? They're out there making
Correct.
fucking money, right? So he acts like this fucking hotshot, but he's not a hotshot because he's fucking sitting on here watching fucking YouTubes, bullying people, making up fake nonsense, and just being a fucking dick. And the shit that he does behind the scenes is even fucking more terrible. It's a sad life, right? It's a sad life when all you can do is just fuck with people behind the scenes and on YouTube's, right? So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about Plastic and the drama. But if Diamond Dubsy wants to talk about it, he's welcome to jump on. So how was your weekend, Arch?
Fantastic.
What are we drinking?
This is a Scotch which was given to me by Gin Tingler Kleinlich.
Oh, beautiful.
Kleinlich.
14 years.
Yes.
Hey, we got Dubsy in the house. How you
Hey,
doing, Dubsy?
Dubsy man, how are you, Dubsy?
I'm all right, Arch. How are you, mate?
Surviving, Dubsy.
Just heard some thunder. Any thunder and lightning up your way?
Yep.
Did you survive yesterday?
I fucking had enough. You know that? I had enough.
You don't like the thunder and lightning?
We're getting, it's storm season here, Luxy. We're getting some storms.
Oh, I love the storms. I love the crazy thunder. Are you scared of the thunder and lightning?
I'm not scared of it. I'm pretty safe where I am. I'm in, concrete, brick and tile. So
yeah,
we stood up to the cyclone, but that was only a Cat 1. But some of these storms that come through, they do get very nasty. You know, they can be nasty.
Have you ever had a lightning bolt hit your house before? I've had it happen to me. It's fucking crazy.
I will. Did you see that young girl on the sunny coast? She was practicing golf. She got hit by lightning. Died.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
That's one thing you don't do when there's a lightning storm out there. You don't go in the middle of a field and start playing golf.
Exactly, Lux. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the story was there, but she was, young lass. Exactly. Why would you be in the middle? Why would you go out practicing? But these things come on quick, but if there's lightning about, but Plastic was out the other night with his gold sub and he was dancing on the promenade. The lightning was out. He got home. He started running because I think he was frightened God would strike him dead.
Okay.
And some of the shit that he's been saying, like Arch, some of the shit. Listen, I've said some crazy shit. I've said some crazy shit on these streams, but what I heard the other night coming out of Plastic's mouth, I thought, no, this guy's not fucking right. He's unhinged. But I tell you, I hope you're listening, Plastic, because this is, mate, I'm not fucking bullshitting here. If anything happens to Archie, I don't care if it's fucking, whatever, whether it's a fucking misdemeanor or what, mate, I'll go fucking nuclear, mate. I will go fucking nuclear, mate.
What's he saying exactly?
Look, I don't want to upset you, Arch, right? I don't want to upset you, but some of the shit
if it's real
spewing,
stuff, don't repeat it.
Why is he on my channel then? Why can't we just ban him off my channel?
He's not on your channel. He's
not on. I don't think he is. Look,
I
thought it was all. I thought it was all shits and giggles. But when people start fantasizing about how they could hurt other people, on the and just it's like well, they're trying to justify it, saying, oh, it was just an offhand. No, I'm sorry, it's not. That's fucking off tap. And the guy should take a good look at himself. To be honest, he should take a very good fucking look at himself And if his wife and children heard what he was saying, maybe his sons would have a fucking second look at their father and say, "Come on, Dad, are you fucking all right? Are you okay in the head?"
Not just his wife.
Just
kids.
listen to Nicholas, Nicholas, the little bitch coward. He took it down so nobody else could hear it. But I heard it. I didn't want to tape it, but I heard it. And he was on there. Nicholas is he's a screw loose. He's on there saying, yeah, great idea, you know, like total insanity, Archie. Total insanity. Now, it's all very well and good having a gold sub, right? That's great. Like I said, it's all very well having a gold sub and prancing up and down the promenade and all that. But when you go to the extent, if your mind is that fucking twisted, where you're verbalizing what you would do to somebody else, you know, like in that context, and then running away, like.
Do you like how he hides behind sunglasses and tries to hide his face? If that's not a real fucking man. If you want to say shit about people, turn your fucking camera on and uncover your fucking face. But the reason why he covers his face is because, like you said, if his fucking family heard the shit he says, or his fucking employer heard the shit he says, he's gonna have some fucking big problems in his life, right? That's why he hides behind.
Well, you know, he would just say, "Oh, that's an avatar saying it." You know, it's not him.
Yeah, but then again, we know it is. But we know it is him. He tries to change his voice to be an American accent, but he's not very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
So some of these people, it really boggles my mind. It really does. Like, we're just trying to.
No, I entertained the plastic shit for it there, but when I heard that, you know, I can understand where GMT was coming from with the bullying tact and that. You know, he's obviously Plastic's had some fucking issues. He's got some issues in his past or whatever, but I don't know. But you know, it's very strange when you come on to somebody like that. Nicholas will have it. No, Nicholas is just. He's fucking, mate, the guy, I don't know, he should be drummed off YouTube, but Plastic, he seems to get, Plastic gets free reign there. And there was comments made that were, look, I don't know the legalities or the ins and outs of it, but, you know, it was like, oh, you know, it's good, like creating scenarios of, oh, what if we did this and what if we did that, you know, and I wonder what would happen. And Jax is on there. Jax is another screw loose. Jax is another screw loose. Yeah. He's a screw loose.
Mm.
He's a screw loose.
Yeah, it's a bit fucked up.
I mean, I might listen, Lux. I might have said some shit. And I might have said some crap over the years, but I'd never fucking come onto a stream and want to fucking imagine or envisage what it would be like to fucking incinerate another human being and run away and stand back and laugh at it, or, you know, get some sort of pleasure or enjoyment from it. You know, that's a person that sounds like the mind of a person who needs fucking help. I mean, really. And I swear to God, and I'll say it right again now. Anything happens to Archie, right? Anything happens to Arch, right? I will fucking, T-dubs will go nuclear, and I'll fucking stand on that, mate. I will stand on that. That's not bloviating or anything, but Plastic, I would go and get some, mate. If you're a nurse, Plastic, if you said you're a nurse, right? You're a nurse and you help people on that, mate. I wouldn't like to be under your care. I wouldn't like to be under your care, mate.
He's not a nurse. He's a cancer technician. He gets people ready for radiation and stuff like that.
Well, whatever he is, Arch, whatever he is, I wouldn't like to be under his care. If that's the sort of thoughts that are going through this guy's mind, and he's walking around with a $50 or $40 or $50,000, it doesn't matter what you're walking around with. Okay, you could walk around with the fucking Seiko on, or you could walk.
Tabsy, if you're kind of like a public figure in that sense, like you help the community, you can't go around on YouTube start fucking spewing hatred and shit like that. You'd lose your fucking job, right?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't only that it was spewing it. It was like he was. And I think it was Nicholas who was retorting to it, and Nick is, oh yeah, that's a great idea. You know, that's a fantastic idea. And now they're trying to say, oh well, we didn't really know what he meant, and we didn't really, you know, they're just running away from it. I mean, they're shitmen. They're total fucking shitmen, Archie. They're total shitmen, and it's cowardly, and it's just fucking. It's not content, mate. It's just bullshit. It's just inane crap. But when you're saying to somebody on a live stream that you want to fucking harm them, and you know what's a good. This is what these words were. What's a good sort of substance that I could use to. You know, I mean,
that's not okay. That's disgusting. That is not.
That's
okay.
enough.
I mean, if John Suckerhorn heard that,
I think I might
John
just go
Suckerhorn heard it.
I honestly don't want to hear this, Luxy. I gotta go. Okay.
All right.
See you later.
All right, bye.
No, sorry, Lux. I didn't mean. I'll go, mate. I didn't mean to come on and blow your show open.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's just, you know, Archie's going through some shit in his life, right? And he doesn't need this shit. I mean, I don't think any of us need this shit, right? Even myself, right? The shit that they say about me every fucking day, it's disgusting. Like Jax was saying how he wants to fucking burn me alive. I mean, it's fucking disgusting. Like, you gotta, like, what's wrong with these people? Right? Like, there's something, they shouldn't be allowed to.
Well, we all know what's wrong with them. It's the fact that they go on Nikki's platform and they seem to think that they could say whatever they want, say whatever, spew out whatever crap against. Like I had a go at Jax today, and I said, mate, you know, do you really know what fucking hardship is? You know, he's on about there talking about the nodes in his legs or something like that. And I said, well, you know, I've seen people, you know, in places that they didn't have the money for medical, and the children had no legs, you know, and they had no money, like, and the parents of these children were offering me hospitality. You know, I said, Jax, why don't you go and fucking do some volunteer work at the local children's cancer ward or something? You know, talk to some people, talk to some parents who are really facing hardship. Obviously, you know, he says he's had cancer and his brother died and all this sorts of stuff. But it's like, it's some sick, I don't know what it is. It's some sickness of, you know, what it's like every half hour he goes on these tangents, and then every half hour he's back on him. My lymph nodes in my legs don't work anymore and all this sort of stuff. I said, well, Jax, you still have legs, don't you? You can still walk. Yeah. Well, you know, what about you know, people had guys that had their legs blown off in wartime, in wars, IEDs and that, you know?
Yeah.
Did they get on live streams and say, oh, poor me, I've got no legs? No, they just hardened the fuck up, Lux. They drank a concrete milkshake and they got on with their lives.
Yeah.
Jax is sick. He's a sick idiot, and same with Plastic. He's a sick idiot as well. And this Nicholas, watch Nicholas, he's a total fucking freak.
He's another sicko. See, we come on these two shows. Yeah, we might have a bit of a swear match between each other. We might say fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. But there's levels, right? Me or you screaming at each other, say, "Ah, go fuck yourself, Dubsy," whatever. It's just basic shit, right? But the stuff that fucking Jax and Plastic and Nikki do is like, it's fucking vile. Is I couldn't even imagine to even think of the words that they bring up. It's just like, we're here to fucking talk about watches and about fucking life and shit, right? And they're talking about how they want to fucking kill each other. It's disgusting.
Yeah, but not only that, but doing it in like a disgusting sort of like graphic
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
way. Like,
and Nicky wonders why he's lost all of these fucking channels when he allows all this shit, right?
well,
Like,
he should be drummed off YouTube, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah, I think he's on channel number 5 or 6 or something. It's like, does he not get it that shit like that is not okay?
No, he thinks it's content. Lux. He thinks it's content.
It's
It's
not.
not.
Look at Archie. Archie doesn't even know what, in a sense, what you're going on about, half of it. But just a
Yeah,
little
and I
bit.
did look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't want to come on and bring this
No,
and
I
just bring
understand.
the. He might not have heard of it. He might not have heard it,
No,
but
he
I
hasn't got
heard
a
it.
clue. He hasn't got a clue. But my
Yeah.
point is this: is that just a little bit that you've said, and it's it's made him just think, fuck this shit, right? I'll see you guys tomorrow, because it's disgusting, right? It's disgusting.
Totally.
By the
Anyway,
way,
what's been happening with you, mate? You all right? What's been going on? You okay?
yeah, I'm okay. Just, living life, traveling, all that kind of stuff. China.
Mm.
Have you ever been to
Yeah.
China?
No, but I'd like to go one day.
I highly recommend China. Seriously, China is an absolutely epic place. There's so many
Yeah, you know
opportunities.
why? Because it's safe. It's safe, and they don't take any shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can walk around the streets at 4 o'clock in the morning. There's no drama. They don't
That's
even have
right. They got
security
law and
guards
order.
at the shops
They
because
got
people.
law and order, Lux. There's no
Yeah,
one walking around stabbing
because
anybody or.
true. Yeah, true. Sorry, there was a super chat. I didn't manage to get to it. Anthony Middleton, 10 British pounds. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a picture of the super chat and get Archie to do it when he comes on tomorrow, or the main show, because I'm sure you wanted the advice from Archie. 10 British pounds. Some advice, if I may. I currently have a Snoopy 50th and a Seamaster 300 green in my collection. What do you think about future values of them both? Looking to add a Vacheron 1110U. What do you think? Let me search.
A Snoopy. Well,
I don't think the values are going to go up, to be honest. I think it's
no, not. I don't think
now.
so either. Mega. I really don't think I could. That's why I couldn't understand Patrick Bateman doing what he did. But a Seamaster 300, yeah. Look, it's something that you want to hang on to. It's not something that you got to hang like the Snoopy 50th. Okay, that's yeah. It's got that thing on the back, on the case back, hasn't it, Lux? That does that thing. Well, it's like Archie says. It's these things are not. They're not going to run. They need to be serviced at some stage or another. And
Yeah,
Vacheron.
I don't. The Vacheron's on the screen. 1110U. It's on the screen. Here we go.
Mm.
It's not to my
Look,
taste.
it's nice. It's nice, but
Anthony, you just got to get what you if you like it and you like it and you want it, you got to get it for you. Don't get it for anyone else. If you like it, it's your kind of watch. you get it. If that's your dream watch, you fucking get it, right? Because if I tell you, or Archie tells you, or anyone tells you, you should get this or you should get that, don't listen to what other people tell you to get. You should get what you want to get, right? I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. If you can afford
No,
it,
that's good advice.
if you
Good
can afford
advice.
it and it's not going to hurt you, I know Archie says it's got to hurt, but you know, as long as it's not going to bankrupt you, right? If you can afford it and you like it, fucking get it. But if you can't afford it, then I wouldn't get it. I wouldn't go into debt or, you know, for a watch. But if you can afford it and you like it, get it. But know that you might lose money. I like Archie's advice. Always buy secondary on the secondary market. Don't buy
Yeah,
brand
let
new.
someone else take the hit. That's the thing. Let someone else take the hit, and that's advice that I haven't always taken. You know, but that's the truth.
People like to shit
Buy
on
it on
Archie
secondary.
when he buys secondhand watches. But I think Archie's very smart to get the best deals you can get. You know, push someone down who's desperate to sell in the secondary market and get a bargain, right? I think that's a because then you can use it for a couple of years and then resell it and get your money back. You're not losing anything, and if you do lose, it's very minimal.
Yeah, well, Dimmer, you're right, mate. If anything does happen to Archie, I mean that. If something happens to him, if someone is stupid enough to do something crazy, or you know, I mean, if people have got these thoughts going through their mind, and they want to act out on them, you know, I mean, legally, I will, you know, take action. You know, I mean, people coming on here and making these crazy statements. They're going to remember that they're doing it in a public forum, whether or not it's hidden or what. Someone's going to pull it up, you know. And they're actually threats of violence. They're
Yeah,
threats of violence. They're you know, it's just not on.
I didn't see the thing that you're talking about, but I've seen some other stuff that they talk about, and it's just despicable. Like I said, having screaming matches like me or you just screaming at each other like "fuck you," "fuck this," "fuck that." That's one thing, right? But the shit that they talk about, this the graphic nature of it is the hatred. It's disgusting, and there shouldn't. We should be wiping that out of the Archieverse. Well, Nick is not in the Archieverse, but you know what I mean. We don't want to have that shit here. We want to cleanse the fucking this place of shit like that, in my opinion. Because I don't think there should be a space for shit like that.
Exactly, Lux. Exactly, and yeah, I will say that I'll give props to you, Lux. You've always tried to keep things above board, and in general, you know, tried to keep things on a positive nature, and never, you know, you might have reacted or responded to stuff.
Yeah,
But
I'm
you
not
always run a
perfect.
good
I've
show.
reacted to a lot of stuff in a negative way, but I don't go out of my way to attack people. I react to when people are going after me or bringing up fake shit. But I've reacted wrongly in many times, but I've never gone to the depths of some of the stuff that they're doing lately, and man, it just sickens me. And you know, even like you know, the new guy Puck. I saw Puck was not having a good time on one of the shows. He was freaking out. All I can advise is if you're not of sound mind, you shouldn't be
Yeah,
on these shows. You should not be on these
exactly.
shows.
That's what I said to him. That's what I said to him. I said, mate, if you can't handle it, just move away. You know, he was listening to it and he was thinking, what the fuck is this all about? You know, why you got? I think he had a go at that. Who is he? The dude with the Rolexes and the Uzi. He calls himself
Uzi?
Uzi. I mean, who
Okay.
would come on? And their moniker is Uzi. Uzi.
Yeah.
That's a machine.
Yeah.
That's a machine pistol.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, because they're mentally not all there, right?
But Plastic's taken it to a whole new. He's taken it to a whole new level. And see, they're trying to throw cold water on me, saying, "Oh, I think Bob, that Dr. Bob, he was saying I did a live stream today. He said, oh, it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be in the context that it was. Well, whatever context it was, you know." Fuck.
Yeah.
And he's saying he doesn't care. He doesn't care if he's outed and doxxed or whatever. He doesn't give a shit. Like he's saying that, like he nursed Sobron, he bathed Sabron, and he stole some of Sobron's fentanyl. And I went, oh, fuck.
I got no idea.
You know, whatever, Plastic, whatever. But if you're looking for traction, I mean, I know I've done this shit looking for traction before, saying my best friend was dead and he had a Seamaster and all that sort of crap. But if you're looking for traction out of shit like that, maybe he did look after Sobron. I don't know. I don't know the truth. But the fact is, the point I'm trying to make is you don't say you're going to, no matter who it is, whether it's you or you don't say I'm going to harm someone on air. You just say I'm going to harm them, and
well, Nicky did it with me. Nicky says he's going to jump on my dead body and he's going to do this.
Yeah,
to me
he's a sick boy.
Fuck.
He's a sick boy, Lux. He's a sick,
but that's not an excuse, though, is it? That's not an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse.
You can hide and say, "I've got mental problems. I've got mental problems." If you got mental problems so bad like that, you shouldn't be allowed to be on YouTube, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you wouldn't get away with it in the real world if you went up to someone in the street and said, "I'm going to jump on your grave," or I'm going to burn you alive. I'm going to burn you alive with jelly jam or strawberry jam or something, and you wouldn't get away with it in the real world. You'd get locked up.
Why do you think
you'd get locked up, Lux?
I know. Why do you think he hides his face? Because he knows what he's saying is wrong. That's why he covers his face. Right? Because he knows what he's saying could get him locked up. So.
Anyway, so this guy wants what? He wants the advice on he currently has a Snoopy 50th and a Seamaster 300 green in my collection, and he wants a Vacheron.
Yeah, Chieftain. I think you're right, Chieftain. I think we should move on.
The lights have just gone out outside, Luxy. We've got thunder and lightning at the moment. My comms might drop out in a minute.
Oh man, no worries. Pickled.
No, it's all right. It'll stay on. It's
Pickled £2 British. Thank you, Pickled. T-Dubs, what's your Grail watch? No money limit.
What's the Grail? Would possibly want it be the I like that new the 50 fathoms Blanc Pan, 50 fathoms.
Even at no money limit, like if there was no limit, you could spend as much money as you wanted.
Oh well, I couldn't really I couldn't pull off any like bust down pieces or anything like at the moment. At my age, I couldn't walk around with a diamond day date, or I mean, a day date would be nice, but I would want to be a bit more reserved and maybe just have it in gold. I wouldn't have it. Maybe a diamond dial, but not a diamond bezel. But if it was something with heritage, and I mean, the Blanc Pan is nice.
Fair enough.
With no money limit, if I had no money limit, I don't think I would be looking at. I'd be looking at other things to spend my money on. I possibly wouldn't be looking at grail pieces. I mean, they're nice.
Watch Azza says, go for a DB diver. What's a DB diver? DB, what's that?
Oh, the DB diver is
Diamond bluesy? No. What's a DB diver? Watch Azza in the chat. Let me know what a DB diver is. What do you mean by that?
DB diver? Jeez, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
DB.
You can let me know in the chat.
There's lots of stuff. There's lots of vintage stuff too, Lux, that I like. I like the vintage divers from the late 60s, early 70s. The Volcane. There's some other vintage divers that are quite nice. But if you're thinking, what do you? If you're thinking about like what do you want, a dress piece or an all-round piece, a utility piece, you can dress up or what. But I think I would go the Blancpain. Then if you want colour, if you want some precious metal, I'd probably go a bluesy. As a grail, I'd probably go a bluesy.
Okay. Thank you, Pickle. Thank you for the super chat. Do you like the Bethune, Dubsy? Or is it too outlandish?
I've seen it. You'd have to bring it up again. I'm just seeing the basher on.
Yeah, I'll bring it up. Just 1 second. Here we go. Which one? Any of these that you like? I think this would be the Starry Various. I like this. The Starry
yeah. I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Would you like it in the yellow or the white?
The white. Is that a cherry, like cherry style? It's not red. It's the cherry, or
yeah, it's kind of like a plummy kind of color.
Yeah, plum.
I could see you wearing that. That's a really nice timepiece. It's classic, but it's a bit rugged as well, right? It doesn't look like you need to hold it with kid gloves.
You see some of these comments, Lux?
Which one?
I love Chief Tit. Chief Tit say, yeah, P Clan, Chief Tit. I'm giving it more oxygen than what you're talking about. Yeah, okay, Chief Tit. Right. I'm giving it more oxygen.
We respect Chief Tit. Chief Tit, I'm sorry, it's saying I'm logging off. We respect Chief Tit. Yeah, it's a bit of a, it's what T-Dubs is saying is true, and I know it's off taste. Yeah, well, he's just saying what he thought. Just calling out the shit that is going on. But you're right. Obviously, the more air we give it, it's not that good. But I think you're right. It needs to be called out. But it's obviously there's never a good time to talk about shit like this, right?
No.
I'm sorry, Chief.
No. Never a good time, but
yeah, we come here for fun. We don't want obviously, you know, these heavy topics. It's never good to talk about shit like this, and we just want to have a bit of fun. Sorry for the coughing. We just want to have a bit of fun, but sometimes this shit it needs to be called out. But I don't want, obviously I don't want to keep talking about it. I just feel bad for Arch because, you know, Arch, like I'm doing these shows every day with Arch, but Arch is doing it twice a day, and like it just gets fucking draining. All this fucking bullshit, right?
Yeah, P Clean saying, come on, man, this bogan doesn't give a fuck. Well, you don't know me, P Clean, all right? You don't know me, right? You don't know my relationship with you know, you think I don't give a shit? Well, I do. I do. I do. And I think you're right off the mark there, mate. And I'm not, you know, I'm not looking for clout or try, but you know, when people say what they got,
Angelic,
what was said,
I'm not trying to get points. I'm not trying to get anything. All I'm saying is that T-Dubs is just calling out the shit that people are doing, and I agree that what he's saying is fucking disgusting. I'm not trying to get brownie points. I'm just saying me and Archie are doing this fucking every single day and have to deal with this nonsense. It's disgusting.
the only
That's all I'm
person that's the
saying.
classless bogan, P Clean, is fucking plastic. That's the classless bogan, not me. Plastic, not me. Have I ever come on here? Have I ever come onto any of these streams and said that I wanted to fucking? I wanted to. Excuse me. Yeah,
Don't say it
yeah,
explicitly.
that's right.
All right, Dubsy, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, it's just
What's um the buffoon? Yeah, that's nice, Lux.
Dubsy. With respect, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. It's just one of those shows.
So I'm chop liver now, Lux.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I got
That's all
nothing.
right, mate.
I don't have anything
Yeah,
against you.
I'm sorry if I torpedoed it, mate. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's just, you know, Archie's going through some shit. You know, it's just,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Yeah, I know
he
that.
doesn't have
Yeah.
to deal with this shit. So,
No.
but I respect you calling it out, and
Well,
you
if you
know,
want, I'll go, Lux, and you can make it a show, mate. I'll jump off, mate. You can continue on. Right. Thanks for having me on, mate.
man, take it easy, T-Dubs. Diamond says, Lux, you're doing this to make a quid. Stop. What quid? There ain't no fucking quids. How many quids have I made? This is not making. This is not like. I'm not, what am I doing? Agreeing with T-Dubs? This was T-Dubs that brought it all up at the beginning of the show. So, all I can say is this, because some of this shit is fucking vile, and I think sometimes it does have to be called out. There's never a good place or a right time to talk about shit like this, but I think it's fucking disgusting, and there's no place for it in the Archieverse. I'm gonna wrap this puppy up and say this: whether you like people or you don't like people, you don't know what people are going through in their real lives, away from this fucking tubes. Just be fucking nice, right? Be nice to each other. If you don't like each other, just leave each other the fuck alone, right? If you hate someone so much, use that energy of hatred and do something good in your lives, rather than hating and hating and hating. Use that energy for good. Find some hobbies. Do something productive with that energy. I don't hate anybody in this space. I've had issues, I've had arguments, but I don't have their hatred. People can hate me, that's up to them. People can accuse me of this and accuse me of that, that's up to them. But I don't have hatred for anybody. So, Iman, thank you to the 2 super chats. Anthony Middleton. Anthony, I will get Archie to answer your super chat tomorrow again. Thank you for the super chat. And Pickle, thank you. All right, peace and love to each and every one. See you later. Bye.
Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW.